Welcome into the 2018 SCAC Fall Media Days. It is day 8. We're about to take a look into the Johnson & Wales cross-country programs. The Wildcats, of course, making their debut into the SCAC this season as a member of the league. Let's welcome in head coach Chris Sandefur, sophomore Bryce Moore, and sophomore Rachel Seligson. And Coach Bryce, Rachel, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Coach, I'll start with you now entering your second season as the head coach there of the cross-country programs at Johnson & Wales. Last season, I would imagine things came pretty quick, being hired in July of 2017. Now to be able to have this full year under your belt, what are the biggest differences from year 1 to year 2, and how much easier is sort of the dive into preseason with a full year of head coaching experience there under your belt?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes planning a lot easier, for sure. And then I think last year, like, the kind of goal was to establish a culture before we entered into the season. So I think from, like, just a fitness level, you could definitely tell that the kids were committed over the summer. So when they came in right away, I think workouts were definitely at a different level. And just a lot of new faces and stuff, bringing in a lot of young kids and some of the returners and stuff, just establishing the culture they put together last year.
For both Bryce and Rachel, Coach talked about establishing the culture. How would you describe sort of that culture that Coach is trying to establish, and what is things that you both have been working on this preseason to continue to build that culture?
Well, I really think it starts off with finding a good team that's committed to running, that's going to come in every day and work hard, not just kind of joke around at practice, but also be focused and run to their best abilities every single day. We want runners that really establish our school as a good school. We want runners that are committed and dedicated to the running, and I mean that's where it starts.
I think that we're more focused on teamwork now, so it's we're more working as a team than just individually to get where we want to be this season.
Coach, preseason obviously is such an important time. How do you find that balance between running and sort of getting in that base mileage, but also sort of resting a little bit and trying to be prepared for your teams to be at their peak performance come race season?
Yeah, I think that we are kind of in a unique situation for the conference because us being in altitude with Colorado College, us two teams, so we have kids coming from sea level up to altitude, so we have to be a little bit patient when we come in. And everything, so we can't just be putting these kids in a situation where they're not going to have trouble adjusting. So I think we take kind of a balanced approach of just getting the work in, focusing on different training segments, and trying to build off of each segment to get ready for conference and stuff too. But like I said before, the kids did a great job coming in. I think that they established something in the summertime of working hard and getting their bodies ready and stuff like that. So I think the adjustment's been good for us.
Bryce, now in your sophomore season, what do you expect to be the biggest difference from year 1 as a freshman to now having that year of experience under your belt heading into your sophomore campaign?
Yeah, just having that experience. I mean, when you first step on the line as a freshman, a lot of things are going through your head. You're a little bit more nervous than you usually are. I just think having that experience under my belt, being able to rely on past experiences, I'm going to be more calm and focused. I know it's required of me, and I'm ready to perform.
Rachel, for you, what was this summer like in terms of your preparation? It's very tough in those summer months to continue to have that motivation to build that base that is required to be prepared to head into a season. What is it that motivated you throughout the course of the summer to get you ready for this year?
I think I was just paying more attention to coming back in the fall and trying to improve from last year, and it really motivated me. So I did a lot of training during the week and just remembered that every day that if I do more miles, it'll help me in the fall.
Coach, with the joining the SCAC, is there excitement around the program? Is that something that you can feel, when it comes to the training, when it comes to your preparation heading into the season? Is that something that you and the rest of your teams are really excited heading into 2018?
Yeah, I think it gives us kind of a goal to chase. I mean, we want to start off the right way. We want to establish that. We want to be a team in the top half every single year. And I mean, I think that our whole team is committed to that, and they kind of have that set goal. And it's not only just on our team, it's also across campus and stuff too. I think everybody's excited and is working really hard so that when we do compete in our conference competition, everybody's ready to go and we put our name out there in a good way.
And finally, Bryce and Rachel, what are some of the goals that each of you have for your respective teams heading into this 2018 season?
Well, for the men's side, we want to come into the conference and have the rest of the conference know that we're going to come to compete. Every year we want other schools to look at Johnson Wales and realize that we're going to come to compete. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to bring that competitive spirit to just make conference a great fun meet, but as well as a very fast and fun meet.
Well, last year our team was very small on the girls' side, so I think just being able to place in a meet would be very cool.
And Coach, finally wrapping things up with you, what are your, expectations heading into this first year with the SCAC? What do you hope really, become the identity of these programs, and what will consider this a successful season for your group?
I think for us is just, getting better every single week, every single month, every meet that we go to. I think that's what we're looking to do. And obviously, as like I said before, we kind of establish ourselves in the conference as one of those teams that you have to pay attention to and you have to look out to. A team that runs smart races and will definitely give you a challenge.
It's the Johnson Wales cross-country programs. Of course, the Wildcats will open up the 2018 season when they head to the Colby Trojan Invite on Friday, August 31st. Wildcats again being led by head coach Chris Sandefur, sophomore Bryce Moore, and sophomore Rachel Seligson. And Coach, Bryce, Rachel, thanks again so much for joining us, and best of luck as you head into the 2018 season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.